A few days back, Donald Trump visited the grave of Chabad Lubavitch Rebbe to mark the anniversary of the October 7 attack on Israel. Since a number of viewers on my channel sent me a link to this story, I want to talk about it for a few moments today. In case you don't know, the grave Trump visited is of Menachem Mendel Schneerson, who is known to adherents of the Chabad Lubavitch movement as the Lubavitcher Rebbe, or simply the Rebbe. He is considered to be one of the more influential Jewish leaders of the 20th century. Menachem Mendel Schneerson died in 1994, but what makes this story interesting is that many of his followers believed, and still believe to this day, that he was the Mashiach, the Messiah the Jews have been waiting for. Over the years, his followers have even taken it upon themselves to try and promote this idea, including by posting signs with his picture and the word Messiah next to it. In fact, I talked about Menachem Mendel Schneerson about 2 years ago in another video. That video dealt with Rav Shlomo Yehuda, who some Christians thought could be the false prophet since he was supposedly performing miracles in Israel. If you didn't see that video, I'll put a link down in the description below and also in the comments. To make a long story short, in that case, some Christians were confusing Rav Shlomo Yehuda with Menachem Mendel Schneerson. These are obviously two different individuals. But getting back to Trump's visit to the grave of Menachem Mendel Schneerson, here is the video of that event, which was apparently taken on a cell phone and which the New York Post YouTube channel acquired.
Yeah, can I take that? Would you like me to sign this? I love it. Thank you.
I just want to stop it there for a moment because if you didn't hear, Trump asked if he should sign the book of Psalms and was told, no, that's actually a gift for you. Here's that part again, and I'll turn the volume up a bit so you can hear it better.
Yeah, can I take that? Would you like me to sign this? Oh, I love that. Thank you.
To be fair, Trump does have a history of autographing Bibles, so I guess he just assumed that those in attendance wanted his autograph on the book of Psalms as well. Okay, let's get back to the rest of the video and I'll let this play out.
So be it. Happy New Year to you.
So there we have Trump's visit to the grave of Menachem Mendel Schneerson, who, again, is viewed by many of his followers as the Mashiach, the Messiah that the Jews have been waiting for. What many Christians don't understand is that Jewish tradition actually speaks of two figures called Mashiach. These two are Mashiach ben Yosef, the suffering servant, and Mashiach ben David, the conquering king. Mashiach ben Yosef means Mashiach, the descendant of Joseph, and he is of the tribe of Ephraim. His essential task will be to act as a precursor for the final Redeemer, Mashiach ben David. When Jewish rabbis look for a current figure to fulfill the role of Mashiach ben Yosef, they see him as coming from the 10 tribes, perhaps even being a righteous Gentile. In their view, Mashiach ben Yosef will be a political and military leader who will wage war against the forces that oppose Israel. He will help facilitate the return of all Jewish people back to their homeland and be involved in the building of the Third Temple. In recent years, there have been Jewish rabbis who have stated that the Messiah is on earth right now. He has been identified, and some have even said they've been in conversation with him, and he is soon going to make himself known. Who could they have been referring to? In looking for someone who might be Mashiach ben Yosef, a number of rabbis have settled on none other than Donald J. Trump. They see him as not only a political leader fighting for Israel, but even believe that the numerology of his name matches that of the Hebrew word for Messiah. There are also Jewish scholars who have expected the Messiah's arrival to be on the Jewish calendar in the year 5777, which translates to a period between 2016 and 2017. This, of course, corresponds to Trump winning the 2016 election and taking office in 2017. Trump's visit to the gravesite of Menachem Mendel Schneerson represents much more than a simple paying of his respects. It is his acknowledgement of the importance of one of the more influential Jewish leaders of the 20th century, and that he, Donald Trump, is ready to take on the role of Messiah of the Jews. And no one is happier to be viewed as the Jewish Messiah than Donald J. Trump.